will happen is, see, when the heart says to tell already and you don't tell, what happens is it will bug you. When it bugs you, what happens is, basically this is the first thing that happens. You'll be thinking about it. When you think about it, the flow of blood becomes faster. So when your flow of blood becomes faster, and it becomes a habitual pattern. You see, everything that we do, our body system is our habitual pattern. When the flow of blood becomes faster and it becomes habitual, then you get something called high blood pressure, right? So when high blood pressure, after that all the other problems will start. That's it. So whenever people tell me they go high blood pressure, why are you not telling the truth? What has that got to do with this? I'm telling you the truth, I go high blood pressure. I say, go back to the basic, look and find what's wrong. The problem is once they start telling the truth, they expect everything to go back to normal. Cannot. It will take some time because it has become a habitual pattern. So once you start telling the truth, you give yourself a period of 3 to 6 months, normally you will come back okay. Normally. That's the way it works. That's why I say the power of the truth. It goes your body, your mind, everything. That's the way it works. Okay, well, that was fast. Okay, everybody's here.
Let's say we need to tell the truth, but we can actually analyze the person's situation and then delay until the right time to tell it.
Okay, this is what I used to think those days. But a wise man told me long ago, if you already know the truth, it's pretty obvious nature wants you to know the truth early, right? See? Right. You have to use diplomacy. I know sometimes it's difficult to tell people. You can hint to people. You see, I always have this problem sometimes. I face this sometimes. I'm working with a lot of people, right? So some people, after you work some time, this thoughts, words, and actions is very powerful. Based on their actions, based on their words, if you have practiced this enough, truthfully, you will actually know if there's something wrong with that. Physically as well. Right. Some people you can sense it, the way they move, the way they talk and all that, something is wrong, right? Hey, you have done your medical checkup, I always ask them this thing, and most of them tell me, go and check and see. And true enough, when they go and check and see, something is seriously wrong with them. And most of those that I meet, when I tell them you better do a checkup, all right? And most of them tend to be something like this, something bad is about to happen and they just find out recently. Right. So people ask me, well, you can sense when things are wrong. I can also sense when things are right. Okay, don't worry. It's all based on, there's no secret about it. Some people don't know, you can feel the vibration, bullshit, or nothing. It's just a matter of you being able to watch things carefully and analyze it. And then you'll be able to see. You see, let's say if I delayed it, what do you think is going to happen? But I cannot tell something like this, wait, I think something wrong with you, I better go into medical checkup. I cannot do that. But I can do something like this. Something is a good thing, yearly you should do a medical checkup kind of thingy. If you don't have anybody, I have a friend who's doing it, why not you just go and have a look? Right? So after sometimes they won't listen. So I keep saying it again and again and again and again until eventually they listen.
It happens to be your own boss.
Diplomacy. I have this problem with my partner sometimes. He's the boss, right? He's the one who taught me about trading and everything. Although we are partners, I have so much respect for him. I was like, you know what, right? You remember your idea long ago, right? He always has some ideas. So I'll refer to some idea. I must tell the truth. I cannot lie. So I'll be referring to some idea, but I'll be talking to something else. Similar to that, I think why not we try this and see. Actually, I got this idea from your idea. Actually, it's true. So it's actually his idea. What I do is I make it better a bit. And at the end of the day, he will realize and say, wait a minute, this is not my idea, this is your idea, right? And then he'll laugh and then that's it, we get moving. The whole idea is to lighten things up.
Pertaining to that statement, let's say we are trying to tell the truth in diplomacy way. Can we tell the untruth?
You're getting very technical here, my friend. Now, because he wants to tell the truth, can he tell something which is untruth?
White lie.
Yeah, white. Those are the most dangerous ones. The white lie is the one that changes into colorful lies. You gotta tell the truth. That's the way it works. Alright? What's the problem most people feel? They face difficulty. You see, I don't see the difficulty of telling the truth because once you practice it, it's easier. It's easier. You see, it's a matter of practice, that's about all. In the beginning, they said truth is bitter. Let me tell you, it's very sweet. In the beginning, it's all right. Everything also in the beginning is bitter, but and the first job you go to also headache, right? After that, things become easy. You keep on practicing, it becomes easy. You get what I'm saying? Right? Most of the time, we are always trying to show that we are good. This is the problem. And good has been defined, has been glorified, and the truth has been forgotten. See, the thing is, the truth is far greater than good and bad. See, for example, if you keep telling kid, be good, be good, be good, be good, you know what's going to happen to the Lord? He will be good. But if he does something bad, you know what he will do? He will cover it up and show that he's good. That's what happens. That's why there's this guy who came to my class. After that, we had workshops. He never come. Then after many, like about 8-9 months later, he came to my class and then he said, you know what you're teaching is good, huh? 8-9 months you never turn up. Suddenly you're telling me I'm teaching something good. I say, I'm sorry, I'm telling the truth. Yeah, you're telling the truth means you're telling the good lie. I say, no, truth and good is two different things. Right? So he was feeling uncomfortable. So I said, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say now your boss gives you a huge project, $500,000 worth of project, right? It's now on you, and you start doing everything like that, and the project gets screwed up. Something goes wrong badly, and everything is pointing to your assistant. But actually, you screwed up. And nobody knows that you screwed up, even your assistant didn't know. But you know it is your fault. But now, who's getting the bad name? The assistant. Now, what would you do? I asked him. You know what he said? What do you think he said? Keep quiet, lah. This is what most people will do.
You know the same example you gave about the French fries. Let's say you see a friend who had the arm of the French fry.
Right.
What if you just go and buy another and eat in front of it?
If your heart feels like it, do it.
Some people would want to say it on the face.
Yeah. No, but the thing is,
buy another one.
right, if you don't feel it at all and you just feel like buying another one and eat, then do that.
You know, some people will say it's no point telling people.
Correct. That this is the one that adds on, you know.
Because you have told many times.
If you're told already they're not listening, then it's okay. But you've already let it out, you see.